Welcome to the new video. So this video is all about the student result management system, which is basically a website that has been designed for two users, that is students and admin. So let's start from the viewpoint of student. So what student will see first is the home screen of this website, in which he can see the notice regarding the result declaration by simply clicking on that, and over here he can see any notice of the school or college regarding the declaration, and he can go back by simply clicking on this home button, and he can also see the notice related to the test by simply clicking on it. So whatever the school or college wants to display on this, they can simply do this by making changes in a database. So let's see what the student can do here. So first of all, let's simply click on the students tab, and he can enter his roll number. Let's enter the roll number, and here he has to select his class. So let's select this BBSCFY and click on show result button, so he can see his result on this page. And now let's see the from the viewpoint of a teacher or an admin what he can do on this website. So let's go back to the student screen and go to the admin page, and here admin will enter his username. So here username is Samir, and he will enter his password and will log in. So you can see over here he can perform these three normal operations: add, delete and update. So let's click on add. Over here, the website will ask what he wants to add: class, student, subjects, or result. So let's first start with the class. So he has to fill all these details to enter the class details. So let's fill out this form. Now simply click on submit. So here you can see the message added successfully. So let's go to the database and see whether our data is updated or not. Let's refresh this page. So yeah, you can see over here our data has been updated to our website. So as you can see what a student and a teacher can do on this website. So let's understand this website from the programmer viewpoint. So what code he has to write for this website? This website is basically for the beginners. So you cannot see, I mean, it's a basic website where a client can see perform his operation by sending the request, and admin can updates the data by from the website itself. It doesn't has to go to this server and has to enter the manually. He can do that by simply writing all details over here. Code for the website. So first of all, we have used HTML, CSS and JavaScript for this client side view, and we have used SQL query to submit the query to the database to perform the operations related to the data. So now first of all, let's start with this home screen. So you can see from the URL that for the home screen we have used index.php file. So let's open this index.php file. So you can see the our code starts with HTML tag, and over here you can see in the title tag we have given the title student result management system, which will be reflected over here. And now let's go below, and in this style tag we have used CSS. So you can see from this portion to this image we have used CSS for this black color, for this blue color on the title, and as we move our cursor on these three buttons, its color changes. So as we click on it, it will take us to that particular file page. So you can uh, see that we have created the class dot top navigation A, top navigation A hover, top navigation A active. These are basically for this navigation tab, and over here we have created the class for the background image for this image of the college, and this box class for this displaying this notice board. And now let's go to the code of these buttons. Over here you can see we have used a tag and the attributes href. So it will work as a hyperlink that as we click on this admin button, it will take us to this admin login.php page. So let's see, we click on this admin button. Over here you can see it has taken us to admin login.php. Now go back to the home screen. So you might have noticed that as we click on this admin button, this students button, this navigation space remains same in every page, whether it's student.php file, it's admin login.php file, or it's index.php file. So, so you may have guessed that this portion of the CSS code will remain same in every file. So let's open this student.php file. You can see it's the same code, and in admin login.php file you can see the same code, because we are we are using this navigation space, this college image space, and this box for our operations. In students section we use this box for entering the roll number and class, and in admin we are using this box for the username password. So now let's understand the students code student screen by simply going to the student.php file. So let's go to student.php file. So over here the code from html till closing style tag, the code will remain same in every files. The actual code of this file starts with this center tag. Over here you can see we have used h2 tag to display the heading. Kindly fill your details over here. H2 tag will make these tags as a bold and will be indicating to the user that you have to fill the details over here. So below the heading tag we have used a division tag to call the box class that we have created inside this CSS tag to display this box below the heading. And now inside of this box we are using the form tag, because the with the help of the form tag we will be sending this data to the result php file, so that result php file will check whether the entered data over here is correct or not. If it is correct, based on that it will perform its essential essential it will display its essential message. So inside this form tag you can see we have used font tag. For this, enter your roll number and select your class, and we have used input tag for taking the input from the user. Over here you can see we have also used these table tags because we want to display this elements in rows and columns format in a proper way. So for that purpose we have used this table tags, and also you can see we have used this PHP code. The reason behind using this PHP code is over here in this drop down box you can see the sections and the class name. These sections and the class names are coming from our databases. So to get the data from the databases we need to use the SQL query, and we are executing the SQL query through the PHP language. So over here we have, you can see we have written this SQL query select class name section from table classes. So the PHP will store this query inside of this SQL. Before executing the query, we will establish the connection with the database by using the mysqli underscore connect method. After connecting with the database, we will select our table database name where we have stored all our information, and the database name is OSRMS. And over here, uh, the SQL query will be executed by with the help of this mysql underscore query method. After executing the query, it will display all our classes and section names over here. Now let's see which file will be called when we click on the show result button. You can see result.php file has been opened. So now we will see what is there in the result.php file. So inside of this result.php file, as I mentioned earlier, the code till style tag will remain same. From here our PHP language starts. First of all, we will establish the connection with our database. After establishing the connection, the result page will get the values, roll number and class from the user, and it will first of all check if the roll number of class is empty or not. If it is empty, based on that it will show the alert message, and if it is not empty then it will check whether the entered roll number is matching with the database roll numbers or not, and then it will check the class name or the section is matching with the database class name and the section or not, and if they both matches then based on that it will display our results on our screen. So these are the codes for displaying the result on the home page, on the result page. And if it is not matching, so over here in the else condition we have used script tag to call our JavaScript code alert.js, and after alerting to the user it will again reopen our student.php page. Let's see on our website how it is done. So in case the user enters the wrong data, then it will show us the message enter correct details. Then click on OK, and again the same page will be open. Understand the admin screen. So over here you can see the student screen and the admin screen is almost same. The only difference is that instead of enter your roll number and select your class and drop down box, we have used username, password and two text box to get the values from the admin. You can see that we have used an extra element over here which is forgot password. So let's see what this forgot password link will do. When we click on this forgot password, over here you can see that forgot password.php file has been called. So let's see what this file contains. So let's go this forgot password.php file. Over here you can see we have called the JavaScript file forgot password.javascript. So this PHP file will take us to the forget password dot JavaScript file. Let's see what is inside this JavaScript file. As you can see that inside this JavaScript file we are prompting the enter your pet name, which is an hint question to the admin. If the this hint question's answer matches with this answer, then it will show the password. If it doesn't matches, then it will display the message contact the administration office. So let's see how it is performed. So let's enter the pet name. So pet name is correct, so it will show the password. And in case the user doesn't know the hint question answer or leave it empty, it will show the message enter your administration office. This admin login.php file. So open this admin login.php file. The code for the admin login.php file and the student PHP file will remain same, with the only difference that over here we are using image tag for displaying this image, and this a tag forward password.php to take us to the forward password php file by clicking on this. So that's it, only this admin login.php file. And let's see which file is called when we click on the login button. So over here you can see this cross check php file is open. So let's see what this cross check php file contains. Inside of this cross check.php file, over here you can see it only contains the PHP code, not the HTML code, because it will only perform the validation operation. So first of all it will take the values and store inside of these variables from the client, and over here it will check if the username and the password is empty or not. If it is empty, then it will give the alert message, and if it is not empty, after alerting the message, it will open this admin login php, the same file again, and if they are not empty, then it will establish the connection with the database, and it will see if the username matches with the actual username or not. After matching the username, it will match the password of the user and the actual password if it is matches or not. If they both don't matches, then it will give alert to the message and will again open the same page. And if they get matches, then it will open the edit details.php file. So let's see what is inside of the edit details.php file. Before that, let me show you what will happen if the user enters the wrong password or the wrong username. So over here alert message is shown, enter correct details. Now click on OK, and you can see it has again opened the same page. Now if it gets matched, then the user will open the edit details.php file. So let's see what is inside the edit details.php file. So as I mentioned earlier, till closing style tag everything will remain same, with the only difference comes in this body tag. Inside this body tag and inside of this class tag box, following operations will be performed, and how it will look after executing this file, let me show you that. So it will be looking like this. It will have three hyperlinks: add, delete and update. Based on the user preference, he can choose any of these. For example, if he chooses add, then you can see over here add operation.php file has been opened. Add operation.php file will basically tell the user what he really wants to enter: class, students, subjects, or results. So let's open this add operation.php file. So over here you can see the code till style tag remains same. Everything will remain same, with the only difference that on class, students, subjects, the different files will be open. So files name has been given here. On when the user will click class, then the add class PHP file is open. When the user clicks on subjects, then add subject.php file will open. So let's see the add class.php. User select this class link, then it will take us to the add class.php file. So let's see what is inside of this add class.php file. So yeah, this is the add class.php file. Again, till class tag everything will remain same. The only difference is that this uh, enter id and the input text, class name, input text, class name, numeric input text, all this information will be displayed as you can see over here. And when the user clicks on this submit button, then another class, that is add class data, will be open. So let me show you. Suppose if any of these field is empty, then see over here you can see add class data file is open. So let's see what is inside of the add class data file. So in add class data file, the section class name will be stored inside of this file, and over here it will validate whether any of the field is empty or not. If it is empty, then it will give the alert message and opens the same PHP file, and if it is not empty, then it will establish the connection with the database, and it will select the database name, and we will execute our query over here to insert the data into the database. Then we will process the query with the help of MySQL query method, and after updating, after adding the values to the database, the this PHP file will open this add class success JavaScript. So let me show you what this add class success will do. Over here we enter this data. So over here you can see added successfully is called, and again the same page has been opened because this include keyword is used to call the same PHP file. So the code for so the So the code for students, subjects, results and class remains same, with the only difference that is in this query which has been written in this add class data. Instead of this insert query in the update file, update query will be written, and in the delete file, delete query will be written. So let me show you the different admin operations. So we have already seen the add operation. Now let's see the delete operation. It will ask what the user wants to delete the class, students, subjects or results. So let's click on class. Then from here we will be selecting our class that we want to delete, and we click on the delete. Then it will show the delete successful, and it will reopen the save delete class page. So the code for the add delete, update results remain same with the only difference of the SQL query. Now let's see the update. So it will ask what we want to update. For example, we want to update students. So over here we will enter the student details. In case if any of this is empty, then it will show the message and the correct details. Then okay. So that's about it for the student result management system website. So if you like this video, then like the video and subscribe the channel. Thank you so much for watching.